Last year was the year I decided to take game development seriously. I wanted to earn a six-figure income from making games, and I wanted to make really good games like Minecraft. I'm sure everyone watching this at some point has thought of making millions from sales. So last year was the year I started to pursue my dreams. Here's my 1 year game dev journey. So usually what I used to do at home is to just play video games. But back in the good old days, where everyone was down to play Minecraft, but I wanted to make games of my own. After months of thinking about it, I searched tutorials on YouTube on how to make games. After every tutorial, I was getting better at programming. But at some point, I found myself always dependent on tutorials. I was known as the inventor, a game developer who has ideas but doesn't expand on them. So I took a step back from all this creative inspiration and made a game by myself. I wanted it to turn out as the next viral hit. It ended up being very bad. I showed it all to my friends and they all pretty much hated it. So I didn't have the confidence to post it. Making games took so much time out of my day. My friends would just see me on a chair with questionable posture. So I quit for a while since it didn't feel like it was for me. Months later, I got motivated again by seeing Heartbeast's 2D game tutorial series. I decided to follow the tutorial series and made art of my own with inspiration from Pixel Pete. I made devlogs on YouTube for my game's progress. All this work ended up somewhat paying off because I had a decent looking game. I didn't really like it that much, but it's a 6 out of 10. I thought of posting it on itch or Newgrounds, but I was too frightened. So I called it off and began losing motivation again. Since there were so many bugs, my work seemed to go in a loop, since I would get motivated and lose motivation after a certain period of time. So what I learned is that you need to be able to do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Till to this day, it's a work in progress. So in the past 1 or 2 years, I made 5 games. Some were okay, some I made myself, and some were bad. I mean, really bad. So I got motivation again, but I had a feeling that this time would be different. So I made a game in 2 days. I went back to the game I was working on and realized that the big bug keeping me from posting the game simply was that the player couldn't attack since the hitbox was turned off. Something people should realize is that you should work on other aspects of life, like exercise, family, a good social status and more. Basically be like a Giga Chad. So this is my 1 year journey from making not so good looking games to being decent. I'll continue to improve all aspects of life, and this makes people well rounded. Here's how I made a game in 2 days, and here's how to get motivated on making games.